Hello everyone, happy Independence Day to you, or at least if you're not watching it on the same Independence Day, which is the 1st of October, happy Independence Week to you. Depending on your groove and your sense of celebration. Whatever the case is, Nigeria is worthy to be celebrated over and over and over again and over again. Yes, one more over again. I'm glad to say that. I'm FemiDlive. Yes, I know many of you have been watching Volume with FemiDlive and we're excited that you're doing so. And now we're ready to start off what we call the volume debate in many forms, in many versions. Sometimes it's going to be you in the studio with us. At other times, it will be me leading a topic and I'll be looking out for your interactions just right here, right on the side, for just to be able to understand your thoughts, your agreement, your disagreement, your reliefs, your opinion, everything you want to bring on board, just to share your views with us. And I would love to read them. And by the way, I'll be in the comment section as well, reading through. And for those who need to subscribe and share their subscription, well, with other people, we're glad you're doing that. And please, we're asking you to do so. Subscribe. Yes, the button is somewhere there on the screen or the link, depending on the platform you're watching this on. Now, let's start off the first of its kind, the volume debate with FemiDlive. Yeah. So, this week, as you already know, is the Independence Week. And a lot of speeches, a lot of commentary are going to run. Many of them would shout about doom. Many of them would say this is not where we're supposed to be. There will be analytical proses and poems and many other things that will say what Nigeria is or is not. But let's start off with some of the interesting debates that we have going on already, building up into this week. The president. Yes, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was in Ibadan sometime during this period. Yes, and that was during the coronation of the Olu of Ibadan. Yes, the former governor of Oyo State. His precise name would have to be Oba Rashidi Ladoja. He's now the Olubadan of Ibadan. And one of the things he asked the president, he said, "My people sent me to you. They're asking that you should create Ibadan State." Fantastic, right? To create Ibadan State. Now, Ibadan State may come to you as strange, but it's one of the few states that are being proposed in the new constitution for those who want to jump in and debate about it, whether we need more states or not so many states. But Ibadan State is one of the few things the new Olubadan of Ibadan is asking for from the president. Whether that should be granted, it's a whole new ballgame. State creation comes with its own new drama. You can watch the video about that somewhere on our YouTube channel. We created a very, very interesting interview with Ezenwa Nwagu, the executive director of Parker, about that. So go watch that interview and let me know what you think about it. Leave your comment down even here. But on the sideline of that, and the main discussion around that very visit of the president to Ibadan was the fact that he mentioned that Nigerians have gone through a painful surgery, whether it's fuel price, whether it's transportation costs, whether it's food, whether it's clothing, whether it's job, in all areas of our lives and all areas of your life. He says the trajectory now is making a U-turn, and having gone through that painful surgery and survived, he is giving you his assurance that we are on the path where things are getting better. His words exactly would be, "Today, I'm honored and proud to give you the cheering news that the economy has turned the corner. There is a bright light at the end of the tunnel." Now, let's subject this to wise analysis. Some people have dragged me out and said, why would you say, how long is this tunnel? Is it a corner or koro tunnel? But the tunnel is still a tunnel. He's saying, is it like a Nigerian pipeline tunnel? Because we're not even seeing the tunnel where it ends, not to talk of where the light is or where the light would stream through. Some have argued for that and say, what point is what's the difference between destiny and destination? And well, a bus stop in your pathway. Somewhere along the lines of that is where our Nigerian economy is. But let me ask this very noble question. What is the turnaround points that you are looking at for? I was in the market recently and I go to the market myself directly. One of my favorite things is plantain. It's suddenly available. And I'm not too sure what to attribute that success to. Is it that there's more food now? Or is it that the prices have crashed? Or is it that the farmers are back to farms? Now, that's something I wonder about in my own way, in my own sizable space, to say, maybe if there's more plantain, I can say things are getting better in the country. Forgive me, but this is how one of the interesting metrics I live my food life around. If there's more plantain to buy, then things are getting better. Maybe for you, it's employment. You're tired of hearing those statistics, those data that barely represent the humans behind it. But you're very, very much interested in knowing that there is a job for you and you have a job, right? You're not your everyday hustler. You have a job and you feel maybe 2026, and with all the prayers and everything you do, come December, you secure a job. Or maybe even before December, you secure a job. Maybe it's this quarter. This October, November, December is where your joy of the job comes in. And some will say it's a job, some will say it's employment, some will say it's a career, well, whatever category or classification that works in your direction, it's okay to know that. But what metric, if it's job for you, do you think you know somebody who has now picked up a job in recent times? Is that a positive indicator or a positive outlook that the economy is getting better? Now, also mind you, 2026 comes around with much talk about tax revenue collection by the government. Will you be taxable? Do you think that helps you understand that the economic turnaround is here? Okay, that's on one side. Then there's also the conversation around, now that we're here and everybody's trying to get things going, there'll be more rice, there'll be more food. I can send money to my mother. I don't have to jackpot. I don't have to replan my plan. The naira seems to be stable. The exchange rate. I got in. I have a malam that sends me the numbers, right? And I say malam meaning that's the nickname I call him, to say my guy that sends me numbers, to say the trading numbers today is 1,460 naira to a US dollar. And I recall at some point this year, it was over 1,800 or thereabouts, or if not 2,000 or something higher. That's silly. But looks like that number is coming back. Is that an indication that there's an economic turnaround? It's a question which I hope you have answers to. So what would be good enough to say things are turning around for you? Think about it. Just let me know what you really, really think. Or it's not turning around for you. You completely disagree. Some would say it's the naira. Yes, the price of fuel suddenly is not going past 1,000 naira. It's stable. The stability indicates an economic turnaround for you. Or instability means everything is still everything, everywhere, in anywhere, in nowhere. Right? So the naira seems stable. Food supply seems to be coming out suddenly. There are stories about insecurity that have gone on, but a good part of up to this Independence Day, there was not so much talk until recently, where there's issues of insecurity being put out there again and again. So my question is, do you think we are at that corner where turnaround is happening for you and I? What would you use to measure that things are getting better? What would you use to measure that things are getting not so better? How do you determine this? I'd like to get your debates. If you disagree with me on the subject, it's very much fine. Let's keep it very respectful, because there'll be a lot of people writing and on this live chat who will be saying this, why they think this is so. And yes, by the way, I'm looking out for your chats. You have my eyes on the laptop right here, so I'm looking out for your chats as we have this conversation. Just reading what you think from any part of the country or anywhere in the world. I'm looking out for what you're writing on this. So it's very important to know. And by the way, I also do hear a lot of government people come to watch what we do on this channel. So if you have something that you want to be a draggist about, okay, let's allow you, okay? Be a draggist, but let's do it respectfully. Let's do it without the curse words, okay? But essentially, what is your debate? It's going well, it's not going well. It will soon go well, it is not going well. Whatever the case is, this is Volume Debate with FemiDlive, and I'm here, ready to listen, ready to read, and ready to share what you think. That's the point. I'm FemiDlive. So, catch up with you soon again. But let's dig in more into this debate. Let's keep it going. I'm here.